It's Week 16 of the NFL. And up next, we'll see Trey McBride. No one's been busier this season as he currently paces the NFL in receptions. It's the Commanders and the Bills under the lights on Sunday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Washington Commanders. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
I remember when he came out of Wyoming, the big question mark, could he be accurate enough to be a star in the NFL?
Allen going to go to the air right away. And his first pass is incomplete. You talk about this Washington defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for. It'll
go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. So pin that one on the rookie right tackle.
Remember those days when the right side was simply the run-blocking side? Now you're dealing with some of the better pass rushers in the league. It'll make you a little jittery.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Staying on his feet. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Deron Payne in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
I know I'm supposed to do the analysis here, but I've got to ask, how did he stay alive that long in the pocket?
Yeah, great footwork, which we know he has. If he would have been able to stay alive, get rid of the ball, or run for some yardage, he would have had a very unhappy defensive coordinator, I believe.
No doubt about that.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or two shy of midfield. So here's Washington now in excellent field position to start things out. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And he comes to the end of the season leading the NFL in passing yards. And that's not necessarily something you set out to do at the beginning of the year, but it's a good illustration of how remarkable and consistent he's been all season.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throw in the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards there and a first down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So he stopped for no gain, and it'll be 2nd down. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great play there. With touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. You talk about this Washington defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but if they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They begin the drive with Robinson. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. The first catch of the ball game there for Metcalf. And a first down to boot.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On the counter, this is Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run. Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Buffalo offense back out ready to go. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The numbers a week ago for Cook. 13 carries, 52 yards.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked with him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Here's Allen. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 38-yard line. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that will bring up 2nd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Now Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And this play comes to a hold at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Allen now looks to throw. Keeps himself upright. Now he fires deep for Shakir. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Set to go again. Here's Brian Robinson, the Commander offense. Last week, over 100 yards, 3 touchdowns. We were talking with him on the field before the game. He said simply, I was in a groove. He obviously was.
And I think he's being a little modest about that, being in a groove. That's a big-time game right there. And I think he feels like his entire team is coming along with him because they're creating spaces and holes for him to run through. He's making people miss, running through tackles. They are locked in a big way and confident about this game as well.
The throw over the middle taken in. This one good for a first down, and also that is catch number 90 for him now on the season. They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. They'll set up a throw. Short one here, caught by McBride. Breaks through the contact. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On the give, here's Robinson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Tackled on the play by Kyer Elam. They work now on 2nd and 9. They'll drop to throw. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. And
his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Jamin Davis. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
Robinson will score. Touchdown, Commanders. So the moment is finally at hand. What a season, CD. His 29th rushing touchdown of the year. No one in the history of the NFL has had more in a single season. And congratulations to him. What an achievement.
We certainly had the feeling early in the year, maybe week 2 or 3, where we talked to each other and thought this could really turn into something. But I don't know if either of us thought we'd get to this point. Maybe the best season ever by a running back in NFL history.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, it's Allen. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamin Davis. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Fighting through at the 25. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special runs in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. Goes right back to McBride. And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. They'll run with Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 11-yard line.
Again, it'll be Robinson. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
And how about the coverage here in the end zone? That's how you frustrate a quarterback. You get pressure on, and you take away all of his receivers, and he's got to throw it away on 3rd and goal.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing now is Allen. Robinson hauling it in outright. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
A gain of 7 and the Bills' 1st down.
Allen going to throw. Shakir hauls it in. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 37.
Now Allen. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Hardman to return. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Brian Robinson Jr. making his way back onto the field. He's been effective so far over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 62 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Robinson with another carry. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
To the right side and complete to Metcalf. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. Back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Well, he left no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there was no way that ball was going to be caught.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, he had to wait until December, but congrats to the rookie, his first INT.
Yeah, he's been a reliable contributor for this defense throughout the season. Definitely got a bright future and has gotten even brighter after making that play.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early.
False start, offense.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. A nice move gets him a few extra. Down just shy of his 20. Call it 7 yards on the carry, so a pretty good game, but still left with a tough 3rd and 8. On play action, Allen. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Robinson up the middle.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 18. A good pickup there at 22. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Out left to Dotson.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Back to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the 1st half. It's a 1st down.
Everything's going right here in this 1st half, and they've got a good lead. And part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
Robinson will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Robinson again. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line.
They'll try and run. This is Robinson. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, touchdown! Trey McBride
from 3 yards out.
And the Commanders are able to add on to their 1st half lead.
As far as tight ends go, if you get 3 or 4 touchdowns in a season, that's usually counted as a pretty good year.
And CD, he just hit double digits. That's 10 touchdowns for him now.
Yeah, and that's something you really have to applaud. That's elite level production.
Dicker down to tack on the extra point.
And the lead is now 24. So that drive, 12 plays in length.
And it was capped off by a touchdown reception from Trey McBride. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bills ready to take over. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. That's caught. It's Coleman. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. On 1st down, Allen. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. And again, it's Allen. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 37. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. His throw incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the 1st half. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. And Allen has the blitz coming. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And Washington now going to use the 1st of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. One final possession for the Commanders in this opening half. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Pass is caught. It's Metcalf going across the field here. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A short one here, caught by McBride. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we've reached halftime here in our nation's capital with the Commanders on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, where you see the final score there. Tua Tagovailoa, excellent in the W, as his guys get victory number 12 on the year. Next, we head up to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Denver Broncos. DeAndre Swift, well over 100 yards on the ground with a pair of touchdown runs. And finally, on Monday Night Football, they've got a good one lined up between the Houston Texans and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Okay,
this was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far. But there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
And bring this out to the 25. No return there for Hardman. Out comes the Washington offense as we get a look at the playoff race in the NFC. As we count down through the final few weeks of the season, these guys have nothing to sweat about. They've clinched the top spots, so the road to the Super Bowl, it runs through them.
And there's a natural inclination here, partner, to say, okay, a lot of guys aren't going to play down the stretch. We've clinched. We're ready to go. But there's another part where you say, let's show the league why we're the #1 team. Maybe you intimidate someone. Maybe you dissuade them from thinking that they can beat you in the playoffs by going out and being really impressive down the stretch.
Absolutely, and you want to take momentum into the playoffs. There's also pride on the line for these guys individually.
Yeah, momentum and pride. Yeah, I'd make room for them and put them both in uniform.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They'll run this one right with Robinson to the 43, second down.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. That is caught, and he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with to have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Byron Young in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now the pressure gets to him again. Jermaine Johnson bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Hardman on the return. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Washington offense back out there. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Now here's a throw that's complete.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's going to have a Commanders first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up. Again, it's Robinson. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. He'll look to throw. He's got his tight end McBride on the out route. That'll go for a gain of 7. And 3rd and 1 now. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. He's got McBride here over the middle. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. And they'll run again. And he's not going too far. In fact, stopped dead in his tracks at the 3. No gain on the play that time. So a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th? We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what? Oh, right? Yeah. This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play. Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Commanders extend their lead yet again. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet. Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession. And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball.
and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Throwing now is Allen. Flushed out right. Allen, nifty footwork. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Up the middle they go. Hawkins. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Jamal Adams coming up from his safety spot to make the play. To throw, it's Allen. Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Allen going to throw. And that is incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jermaine Johnson in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Under pressure, and they got to him again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the 1st quarter, good 2nd quarter, and now continuing that here in the 3rd.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. Second and 1. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Hand off now to Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
2nd and 11. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And that's incomplete. Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Allen. Over the middle, complete. That's Hawkins. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. On 1st down, Allen. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
2nd and a couple. Now Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hawkins. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Now Allen again. Has his man. It's Shakir. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Allen now looks to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. One final try here for Allen. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the 1st down carry.
2nd down and 3. They'll get this out wide to Metcalf.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
Pass to the right, and he's got McBride.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. Here's Robinson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Brian Robinson, Jr.
becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year.
And the Commanders extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Extra point try now from Dicker.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it was capped off by the touchdown run for Brian Robinson. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bills going to take over again on offense. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film section tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
On play action, Allen. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Powering his way forward. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. They'll come out throwing here on first down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw here. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
They'll run it now with Robinson. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Dicker down to tack on the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And it was capped off by the touchdown run for Brian Robinson.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
To the air, Allen. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Byron Young, his 2nd sack of the night.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. He'll take it at the 42. Shreds him with a stiff arm. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Set to go again. Here's Brian Robinson in the Commander offense.
I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get there, and boy, he looks happy when he does.
He's already bought all the property in the end zone. That's the problem. He's going to sell to himself now. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
It goes as a gain of 8 and it moves the chains.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
2 yards to go, second down.
Back to throw. To the right side, incomplete to Metcalf. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 21.
Robinson on a give right side.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
134 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Second down and inches. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And the Commanders are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got his tight end, that's complete. It's McBride. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Robinson.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's third and goal.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to it. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
The extra point try now from Dicker.
Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A 10-play drive that time.
And it was capped off by the touchdown run for Brian Robinson. This taken in at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
And here come the Bills.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles, but they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working.
And now here is another interception.
Picked up by Jalen Johnson.
And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
Fights through it, and he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
They'll run with Robinson.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Allen. Quick slant to Shakir. That one goes for 8 yards. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
This is complete to Hawkins. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Jermaine Johnson. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. Throwing is Allen on third. It's complete to Robinson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Buffalo. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
Here we go on the next drive for Washington. They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the fourth.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early, but give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, you realize that both sides of the ball were so dominant in this game. And on offense, not only did they score it, but they did it through the air as well as on the ground. Everything was working.
And you know that the guys who scored the touchdowns, who contributed that way, that threw them or ran them, they're going to find our cameras and have a big grin for them. But I hope our cameras find that offensive line. How versatile were they? Move the ball on the ground, move people so they could run it, and then protected their passers so they could throw it.